want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream. I want you to win. I want you to achieve. I want you to become great. I want you to make your dream reality. But I can't just want it for you. You're competing against millions. You must do what they won't. See the vision they don't yet see. Dream bigger than they ever have. You must chip away at your dream.
Every single person out here has a dream, but the reality is that they lose sight of it. We get busy, we get caught up in work, and our dream passes us by. I'm here to make sure that doesn't happen, inspiring people to take the small steps and realize that dream that's way up here is actually possible when you chunk it down and you move closer to it. So I come out here and I hold up my sign every day. Hey guys, my name is Zach. I'm out here talking about dreams. I started doing signs that were motivational and inspirational. And then after weeks of doing that and 40, 50 signs, my friends online said, dude, I know you're missing these great conversations. We need to see what you're talking about with the people, not just a picture of your sign. So I got this GoPro right here. And now it's evolved to where I've become more clear about my life's mission, which is everything about dreams. The very first day I come out here, I'll be so honest with you, I was terrified. I was scared of what people think. I'd already spoken on stage. I was scared. I was like, what if people shut me down? What if people, hate on me? What if people cuss me out? The what if is what holds everybody back. What if they don't?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Dream Talk. I'm your host, The Genie, and today we're having a nice juicy topic. We're talking about how your reality is scripted. Your reality is scripted. Yeah, we talked about how you're in a game, and we're going to go deeper. We're going to make sure that you understand you're in a game. We're going to make sure that, well, here's the question. Your reality is scripted. Who is holding the pen? Is God holding the pen? Is the Matrix holding the pen? Is the government holding the pen? Is your country holding the pen? Is your wife holding the pen? Are your friends holding the pen? Is your job holding the pen? Your salary? Who's writing this script? Who's writing this script for your life? Is it destiny? Who's writing this script? That's what we're going to talk about. That's the blow up that we're going to give your mind and expose you to greatness because I want you to win so bad. I don't know if people fully believe me. I want to shout out Trez Her, and we'll shout out the dreamers who are here. I see you guys, but I want to shout out Trez Her because she just made a post. Let me pull it up really quick. And I don't want to sound corny. This makes my heart happy. That's how dreamy I am. I literally read this and I'm like, wow. And so let me just pull this up real quick and read this to you. Okay. Actually, I don't have the screen share, so I'm just going to read it. Trezor says, I want to say a big shout out to Dreamcat. I'm living my dream gradually, though I'm still learning, and I believe with time, I will be perfect if I don't relent. Dreamcat isn't just a coin, it's a movement. helping people, believers, actualize their dreams, dream until reality. Now, those could just be words, could just be something she said because she's motivated and rating. But when I see something like that, I say, Trezor, there's nothing that I want more. I'm excited for you. Because words are not just words. Like maybe you guys are practicing bullishness by typing the words that we learn, right? I am the creator of my life. Maybe I do write the script. Maybe I can be a millionaire. Maybe I can make my dreams come true. And even if you're practicing, even if you're pretending, even if you don't fully believe, when I'm reading that, I'm like, yeah, I know that's true. And if you can understand that, then you are a powerful creator being, and you're steering the ship of your life and of your dreams with DreamCat Moon or without DreamCat Moon. However, you should have some dreamers. So welcome, dreamers. In reverse order, we got Satoshi Elgato. Hello, dreamers of the universe. Thanks for stopping by my YouTube today. And watching that video. Hopefully it was juicy, could tell you a little bit about the past. Famous Amos in the building. Hello, GM, dreamers. Amos, just want to give you a big credit, man. You're setting the stage. Sometimes it may be hard. Sometimes it may be a grind. I'm witnessing it. That's why I'm talking about you. This is like how it works. Some people are talking about us too. Some people are noticing. They're not willing to support us. They're not willing to buy a bag. They're not willing to retweet. But the same way I'm seeing you, they're seeing us and they're saying, oh man, it's getting better. Oh man, it's getting sharper. Oh man, it's getting juicier. Oh man, this really could, oh, they're still going. Oh, they haven't started. Oh, now they're on CoinGecko. Oh, now they're on CoinMarketCap. Oh, now they got you feel me? And we got bro AJ with the remodel. Dude, GM, welcome. Question, I see, so shout out to bro AJ. He's got his Dreamer PFP now. He's a farmer in real life. To me, that's cool. I thought that was awesome. He shared some videos of his day-to-day. To me, that was awesome. So shout out to you, got the new PFP. I did post an upgraded version, but if you didn't like that version, I understand, because I wanted your PFP to represent. So if you, I don't know if you saw, I tagged you, but that one was like darker, cleaner neck, different shovel that wasn't bent, and a different color shirt. But if you like this one, let me still make it better, because the shovel is like crooked. So just tell me what you like about it. And I want you to be walking around with like, we got to represent, man. We care about how we carry ourselves. So I want your PFP to be tops. You know what I mean? Awesome. Okay, so here's the agenda. We're going to do what we're going to do. This should be an hour. And this time, I think I mean it for real. We're already 10 minutes in, so 50 minutes more. This lesson may be 20 minutes. They don't all have to be 2 hours long. Good, better for you. You get the lesson and you move on. If you have questions, fire away. I'll answer every single question. If it's relevant to your dreams, if it's relevant to the stream, I'll answer it. I don't feel bad about going long in intros anymore because I can delete these, but we're going to give away 30,000 Dream. Listen closely, dreamers. If you want to win 30,000 Dream, to enter the giveaway, go on this main post and tag 3 friends. If you're on Facebook watching, tag 3 friends. If you're in the group, if you're here on X, tag 3 friends. If you're like Satoshi and say, gosh, I don't have 3 friends, but you know 3 dreamers. I don't see Raylan. I don't see Canwer. I don't see Pepe Dave. I don't see Shifu. Those are all your friends. Tag 3 people if you want to enter. And if you don't, it's okay too. No worries. 0 obligations by listening. You don't have to share it out. Optional. And retweet the stream. That's it. I've said it clearly. Don't say I forgot. You got to listen. That's all we want. We want you to listen. We want you to pay attention because we want you to win. We don't want you to autopilot. We don't just want to give you Dream for nothing. We're not trying to game. We want you to become. Okay, so you know the drill. Quote of the day, chart, all the good stuff. But you're here. You deserve it. Okay, Shifu, I see you, bro. 3 comments. Let's go. Hope to see you here in the live chat. Glad you're here. All right, here we go. The age-old question. It's going to be so quick. It doesn't even need to be long. It just needs to be dynamic. Your reality is scripted. Who is holding the pen? Well, let's talk about this. There's the age-old question. We like to talk about the Matrix, right? You guys know what the Matrix is? Let's pull it up. The Matrix is a movie about the world. It's like a documentary, and they say, man, we all think we're living in this world, but really it's a simulated place. It's just coded numbers. And if you understand, if you awaken, basically you have like the secrets to the game and the world is yours, because it's everyone's living in the system, right? What would be the system? The system would be a system of struggle, of not getting your way, of everything so painful. Why is the government screwing us over? This job sucks. I went to college. I got the classes. I'm just not getting my way. And freeing your mind from the matrix, it's not even where we're going. It's just a little enlightenment here. Freeing your mind from the world's reality and playing from a different point of view is how you can get ahead and win. Because this is true. But most people you're competing against, when you say, man, how can I ever become, so successful? Only 2% of people live the life that I dream of. And especially in my country, it's harder than ever to make it. How can I be the one? The odds just don't seem for me. The reason the odds seem so hard is because you're playing with the same rules of everyone else. As we say of dreamers, if you want to win, do the opposite of what everyone else is doing, right? It's kind of a paradigm. Like the world teaches you which way to go. The world tells you how to make money. The world tells you to get a job and car insurance and health insurance and a car and a dog or a cat or a house or have kids, drink beer, like everything, consume, eat food. That's the world we're in. And that's what everyone's following. And so if you're following that way, yeah, the path is really hard. But if you are enlightened to see, okay, this script that I'm living out, this life, this my dreams that I'm trying to make reality, if I could just realize that I'm not actually trapped in the matrix. You may be in a simulated reality. You may be in a game. But are you going to use that as, I don't know, a understanding to say, YOLO, let's just party every night, and YOLO, I'm just going to quit this job because it's a matrix anyway, and who cares, and F the patriarchy and F the government? Or are you going to say, wait a minute, if my reality is scripted and this just is a game and some kind of simulation or whatever, what if I just learn the rules? What if it's a game, what if I just learned how to play? Now, this may in fact be foreshadowing, you see, because we're also playing a game here in the Dreamcat community. It's actually relevant time. I almost forgot. It's relevant time. I'll show you this video real quick. We posted a video today. The chess pieces are back. It's not a huge secret as it was before. You've discovered that there are these chess pieces and they include a cipher and clues. Well, we have shared another. We want to give you another chance. I mean, we want you to win and we want to make it more clear. So if you don't solve it, that's A-okay. It will be prepared nicely for the next wave of dreamers who does when they arrive. When they want to solve this, they will solve it. This is not important. This just tells you how to solve it, which you already know, but no one has solved this message. So here it is. It's Jeopardy. I'm skeptical to play the volume, but you can listen. Watch this video on Dreamcat. Basically says, welcome to Final Meowpardy. Okay. You've been doing a great job so far. XYZ. Time for the final riddle. Time for the final clue. The category is want to play a game. Solve this riddle. And it has a screenshot of a tweet that Dreamcat made on June 7th. That means if you're talking about dreams and dreams come true, by the way, it's 7/17. Interesting. June 7th was 23, 24 plus 30, 54 plus, I mean, this was 67 days ago. 67 days ago, and people out there say, man, I don't even know. I hope I make my dreams come true. Dreams don't even come true. I mean, what if this riddle says, solve this riddle, first person who does gets $10,000? You see, that is not, I mean, okay, it's just not. I'm gonna tell you that's not what it says. But perhaps it's an equivalent. Perhaps understanding or paying attention to the things of life or here in dream can be the cheat code that you're desperately looking for. But this proves a point. To me, this proves a point. People say, man, I'm looking for a hidden gem. I'm looking to make my dreams come true. And you put something out there, right? And maybe it's like there's another cipher that no one figured out for like a 2 million dream. A million dream was given away. Now, for someone out there who just needs their shot, I mean, this is interesting because it's available, but most people don't want to seek to go that deep. Therefore, the best way to hide something is in plain sight because most people won't go looking anyway. So when you're hiding things in plain sight, you're rewarding the true dreamer, the true seeker. Your reality is scripted. How are you rewarded in a scripted reality? By ignoring the noise, by ignoring the entertainment, by doing homework when school is over, by reading books and studying and reading and following one rabbit trail to the next rabbit trail and solving equations that no one asks you to solve. They just say, hey, man, it's the weekend. Have a good time. Happy Catterday. Go out there, have a few drinks, and we'll see you Monday. See, if you go digging, though, if you go looking, you can unearth perhaps the mysteries. And to those who take the time to understand them, to study them, who shows up with us on Thursdays repeatedly, the people who show up with us on Saturdays, you learn and you understand. And now your reality is scripted. Who is holding the pen? You are. When it comes to your reality, and this isn't very crypto, by the way, I forgot about that. This is like pretty just like for your dreams straight up. When it comes to your reality and the scriptedness of it, you are holding the pen. You are the author. There is a script for your life and you are writing it. Do you like your script? What is your script? What is your script? Look, let me give you some examples. What is the script? I have a script. I'll tell you what my script is. Since I'm the author of my script, all I did was I became aware. I understood it was a fake world. I understood how it works. And I said, okay, my circumstances do not write my story. Where I'm born does not write my story. Who my mentor is does not write my story. Where I live does not write my story. How much my boss pays me does not write my story. What crypto bags I'm invested in today is not writing my story. How much money is in my bank is not writing the story. Most people think their circumstances are the story and they desperately seek to escape, but they never claim their power. What is your story and what can you write about it? Okay. Okay, here would be an example of a script that you may have for your own life that you're reinforcing with your thoughts, your declarations, your affirmations, your beliefs, and all of those are leaning into your habits. So it's all connected, right? You just don't, you think, oh, I don't know. I go to the gym each day. I drink my coffee. Like those are your habits. But the script that you believe is your reality is making this continue on a loop over and over. So here's an example of a script. I always fall short, right? It's an identity that you have for your life. Oh man, dude, I always fall short. You know what? I've been tuning into these dream talks. I feel inspired. The genie's giving me a little bit of hope. I'm gonna step out there. I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone and I'm gonna do something. And you try and you fail and you say, of course I did. Of course I failed. I always fall short. That is your script that you've made for your life. It's a pattern that you've recognized somewhere in your life because you've fallen short 12 times so far. So it's a pattern. You say, you know, this just seems to be happening to me. I used to do this too, but in the best ways possible. I'll tell you 2 ways that I used to follow a script. Number 1, I'm lucky. By the way, where's Canware, bro? Canware, pull up, brother. This is for you, man. Big dreamer, man. We had a good talk the other day, undercover in the VC. He pulled up, I pulled up. We had a good chat. Okay, one of the scripts that I used to have is that I'm extremely lucky. I believed I was lucky. Luck would find me, and all my friends started telling me I was lucky. So what I projected out to the universe, I received more of. That is the law of attraction. You see? So I declared I was lucky. I just felt like I was lucky. Feeling is the secret. I felt like I was lucky. I declared that I was lucky. I took actions in the world as if I was lucky. There was a giveaway for Chicago Bulls tickets. The chances are 1 in a million. I said, I'm going to be the one. There's a giveaway to go to Ed Milet's thing. There's a giveaway to win a $35,000 contest. There's a giveaway to win a snakeskin $200 snapback hat. I won all of those. I'm lucky. Jen Selter replies to my DMs. I'm lucky. So I took actions based on my belief system that was creating my luck. People around me saw my energy, saw my results, and they too declared me lucky. And from there, I didn't have to do much more work, you see, because the script was written. I'm just lucky. I'm the luckiest person you know. That's what my friends are like, dude, Krupp, you're the luckiest guy I know. You're the luckiest guy I know. Yeah, they told me that. That was a script. I had another script that used to be hurting me, and I've let it go because I understand how scripts work at this stage of my life. Another script is I'm a late bloomer. All of these, no, they're not called idioms. All of these terminologies. Do you have one? Are you vulnerable enough to share it in the chat? What is your script? Bro, AJ, do you have a script for your life? The scripts you believe is your reality. What is your script, bro? Things are hard for me. I always win in the end. I'm going to be this and do this. It's a little bit different than a goal and a dream. It's what is your current baseline story? What is the current trajectory of your life that you believe in? The script, man, things are hard for me. Man, things are always full of struggle. You see, because when people say, I'm a faith-based guy myself, but when people say, man, I'm praying for things to change, I hear this a lot. And I try to give a soft intervention is that you're the script writer. I don't want to get controversial. I'm all for God, prayer, but it's just a deeper understanding of life is that you can ask in that way and receive, and you can give the glory as it was received. But since you are a creation of, since in order to make you in your soul, there is a piece of God in you, you have that same ability. You are creating. You just don't know your I don't know, power, I guess. Okay, so follow me. The other script was I'm a late bloomer. It happened in a lot of things. I got my driver's license late. I got good at basketball later than everyone else. I was kissing girls later than everyone else. I was a late bloomer. Anything I can think of, I went to college after everyone else, late bloomer. For a while, I was following the script that I, the genie, am a late bloomer. And therefore, it was reinforced in everything I did. Don't worry that it's not happening yet. I'm a late bloomer. It always just takes time. But now I understand it doesn't need to be that way anymore because time is not even real anyway. So go to the frequency, go to the state, go to the reality, create it. So I let that one go, okay? Those are two examples. And I wonder what your script is. Here's another one. I'm always struggling. That's a script, right? I'm always struggling. And so these scripts, they might be declarations that you have. You might be talking with your family and they come up. Oh, what would be an example? Oh, Satoshi, you're a dreamer, all right. You're always just a dreamer, but it's time to be realistic because your dreams are always outside of reality. That's your script. Your dreams, oh, Satoshi, you're this dreamer, but your dreams are always outside of reality. Interesting. So, okay. And I also want to add, even if you don't think that you have a script, you're following a script right now. You may have a script without even knowing it, without even knowing you're following one, because you have to become consciously aware of how you're living, what you're doing. If you don't people who don't listen to things like this never even think twice. They just live their reality with the stuff they say. Hey, bro, check out this opportunity. Oh, man, all those things are scams. All meme coins are scams. Meme coins can't go to $1 billion unless, here's a script. A meme coin can't go to $1 billion unless there's a KOL behind it. That's a script. That's a belief system. And you, by saying that, are eliminating your own opportunity because you believe that's the only way it can happen. So we have these minor scripts and we have a major script. And what I want you to create, to formulate, assess, acknowledge, investigate is what your major script is for life. Because when we watch, Thank you, Satoshi. People are here, but I'm not seeing their comments somehow. Interesting. Well, let me go on X on my phone so I can rock with you guys. Thanks for letting me know, Satoshi. I want to see people out there. There they are. All right. That's so weird. I see them exclusively in here. I see you guys, but everyone who's not here, I only see right here. That's really odd. Shout out to Shifu. Hi, I'm here. Let's go. Yo, Genie, who is writing the script? Hey, Bubba, I'm here. Guess you're not seeing our live chat messages. Bubba Gump says, saw the repost from Amos. What's up? Amos, I told you, bro, you have motion. You have the power. You are KOL Amos. Bubba Gump, Legend of Legends, is following your alpha to be here. Good homie. And then we got Mr. Cini says, yes, sir, I'm here. Yes, sir, I'm here to do great things. I'm lucky and things are working out in my favor. My apologies. Good to see you guys here. Good to see you guys here. Okay, well, I'm going to just keep going. So now what I was getting to was, what was that? I was getting to, what is your major script? And have you written one? What it is? Do you have one? XYZ. And I'm going to tell you, I know what I was getting to. So scripts, yes, scripts are what precede movies. If you're going to go see Godzilla, if you're going to go see Spider-Man 2, if you're going to go see The Lord of the Rings, if you're going to go see Zootopia 2, in order to watch that movie as a film on TV, first, someone had to write a script. In the first scene, Judy Hopps does this little play and she wants to be a police officer. Pan over to scene 2. And then Judy Hopps gets eaten by an alligator. You know what? No, I don't want Judy Hopps to be eaten by an alligator. I'm going to cross that part out. And instead, Judy Hopps is going to go to a big city and become a police officer. Same thing for your life. You see, you have a script that you're following, a narrative, a belief system, an outcome. And it's not just your dream. It's not, $1 billion, for me, you've heard some of my goals, right? It's not, I want a McLaren. That's not it's in the script, but that's not the script. So it's important as we go forward to decipher. I'm not just talking about dreams and goals. You got to understand the narrative a little bit deeper. It's basically like how the story of your life goes, how things are going to play out for you. You can write out a timeline even if you want to. First, I make my first $1 million. Then I meet the girl. Then I move to a castle in Ireland. Then I travel the world. That's a script. It has goals in it, things in it. But I'm going to give you a little bit deeper variation. I'm going to share my life script with you right now. And I'm going to tell you it's not only working, it works. And it may not be real. It may not work if it wasn't my script. But because it is my script, it works perfectly because it is a fake world. Who holds the pen? Your reality is scripted. Who's holding the pen? You are. You're the script writer. You have the power. We talked about how you're a creator. This is a variation of that. Understand, this is part of my job to tell you this, to empower you to know who you are and that you are not a victim to circumstance. You're not a victim to circumstance. You are the scriptwriter. So my script is that knowledge is my source to riches. That's the script that I wrote. I don't believe in jobs. I don't believe in jobs. I don't. I am so delusional. I've given up a lot of things. I'm a script writer. I'll try to explain it to you. I'll tell you how crazy it gets. I'll tell you. A programmed script is that in order to get money, you need a job. A programmed script is that in order to get a good job, you need a good college education. Those are scripts. Those are options. Those are avenues. But that doesn't mean they're the one reality. However, that's the reality that 98% follow, right? Whatever the script is. Go to school, go to college, da, 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 da. But the geniuses, the people who run the world, notice they actually deviate from that. They're so delusional. They dream so big. They just refuse delusionally to believe in one reality. They put all their energy, their power, their intention, their feeling into the dream reality. They combine it with delusional massive action, breaking all the rules, doing things that don't make sense, like showing up for 2 years straight, like continuing on without doing a KOL, without sending out all our supply, without doing a volume bot, delusional, by trying to make relationships, by trying to build the largest community of dreamers in the world in crypto, when still to this day, it's all about pumps and runners, delusional. That's where the system is broken. Now, okay, so we got our movies, we got our scripts. We understand that. Writing of the script, where was I going? I had a good pace. And then Amos said, I'm here. Okay, let me rewind. I want to get back in the flow. It's good. I'm almost there. We're writing the script. Boom. We're going through. We're going through the script. We're going along. My script is knowledge creates my riches, college, school. So the traditional scripts, college, school, okay, yes. Now, but you can choose. And here are realities, scripts that I've chosen. I don't want to get a job to make money. I'm opting out. Jobs are not for me. Jobs are just to get money. You think you need a career. You don't need a career. That's just an idea. All you need is money. If you had $10 million, would you still need a career? Would you still care about a LinkedIn if you had $10 million? You need an education to be smart. What if you were just self-taught and all you knew about is you didn't care about science or math? You could barely spell, but you could read. And you just read 100 books on being the biggest thinker in the world. You'd be an expert. You could just print money because your expertise is so valuable in comparison to everyone else. And you can help so many people. For me, job is not part of my script. I think about it deeper and deeper. I'm like, I just don't want to do that. I'm not. I'm just choosing not to. And this goes back to what I told you before. It seems so simple. How do you make your dreams come true? What are you going to do? You decide. It comes with a decision. You decide who you want to be. You decide what you're going to do. You decide what your script is. You decide how you're going to live. And if you don't like what you're seeing and it's not giving you the results that you want, then decide to follow another script, to live a different reality. Just decide. Just decide, you know what? No, I'm not going to struggle. You know what? No, I'm not going to always be second place. I'm not always going to be overlooked. F that. I just reject that reality. And I'm going to decide this, and I'm going to align with this. And this is my script, and this is how my story works. And when you align with it energetically, affirmatively, goal-wise, it comes into reality. So I reject jobs. I reject how to get money, just a job. Money, it can come in a lot of different places. How have I chosen to get money? It's in my script. Knowledge is how I will get my money. It's just like the script that I wrote. That's why I read so many books. That's why I buy so many books. That's why I listen to so many podcasts. That's why we have a VC. It can still serve you. Knowledge is knowledge. That doesn't have to be your script. Your script could be Prince Charming gets me everything I need. You could just choose to find the love of your life, a guy out there, and say, I don't even need to worry about everything. In my script, Prince Charming sweeps me off my feet and takes me to the castle, and I'm a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids. That's my script. Well, that's not my script, but that could be your script. So for me, it's knowledge creates money. And I'm excited because I'm already proving it to be true. This could be crypto. This could be a 1 out of a million observation, right? You can predict things if you're hyper aware, if you're hyper paying attention. The cipher that we have going on right now is an incredible example. This that I'm giving you, I'm giving you a reflection of how I like to live because I like to play games too. So this right here is a perfect example. Knowledge is how I make money. If I was a dreamer out there trying to find all my best meme coins and I was using this reality, I would say, okay, let me think. So Suki, they're another project that has theirs is completely different than what we're doing. And we have zero relation, by the way, besides being cats that could maybe be great someday. But theirs is deeper and different. I'm right here. I'm the person just telling you, I made this, you're seeing it. This is a script, it's a movie, and you're in it. You're in the movie. What role do you want to play in the movie? You can be a fifth level backup actor if you want to be. But this wouldn't be an example. For me, knowledge creates my reality. So if I solved this and I solved every riddle and I told nobody, someone could do that. Someone could just solve everything we've put out. Nobody solves it until the next line of clues that don't come out for a long time. And it's all aligned. No one could solve it. And for 1 year, perhaps based on their inspirations, they just start dollar cost averaging dream. And they say, I'm going to tell no one, this is my ticket because I've solved this, this, and this. I believe dream could be great. And I'm just going to start. Now I have this much time. I'm going to put in $10 a week. Boom, boom, boom. And for them, or if it was like me, that would be knowledge creating my riches, creating my reality. Another way I've done this is through the laws and principles. So this is why we teach the universal principles of success. And this is why we study them, because these that I'm teaching you, I believe, can help you create your own reality. Like you're consuming it right now. Your reality is scripted. Who's holding the pen? You are. With this realization, applying this, you can now change your reality without a pay increase at your job, without something else. Like you already did it just by understanding. But of course, you got to believe. You have to apply it. I've heard things like this before. Now I know for sure. So that's pretty much the gist. Shifu says, finally. I don't know what that's about, but hello. So that's the gist. That's it. That's the core message of today. It wasn't crypto, and I have a warning for you. The next few are more like this. They're a little bit spiritual based, okay? We like to tie in crypto, but this was just something you needed to know. And we did talk about crypto. We did talk about how it could apply. Your reality is scripted. You're holding the pen. Who's the creator? Well, yes, there is source. There absolutely is source, no matter what you believe. But you are also a creator. You have the power. If you understand that, what can you do? Anything that you put in your script. By the way, actually, we're not done. If you think about scripted realities, I'm going to give you more. And good. I'm just going to use this part to talk, and then we'll speed run the end stuff. Here we go. I'm going to pull this up. Jason Tatum, grade school paper. I'm going to show this on the big screen to you. Jason Tatum is, here it is. Let's pull this up. Jason Tatum is a NBA basketball player, an NBA champion. He plays for the Boston Celtics. I'm going to show you a picture of him. This is so good. Oh, yeah. All right, let's make this on the big screen. Here we go. All right. Check this out. Let's make, I think that's as big as I can make it without losing it. Okay, this guy right here, Jason Tatum. Boston Celtics, NBA superstar. This is an essay that he wrote in 4th grade. 4th grade is 10 years old. I don't know how old he is now, like 26 or something like that. Jason Tatum, 20 years from now, I will have gone to 1 year at Ohio State University where I will meet Kristen. She will have gone to Ohio State's law school while I'm in the NBA. She will love sports, but doesn't necessarily play sports. We will have gotten married and have had 2 children, a boy and a girl. My son's name will be Justin, and my daughter's name will be Nicole. Justin will play basketball, and he will be very good at it too. He will be obedient and smart. My daughter will be smart and obedient as well, and she will also play volleyball. We will have a big house in Phoenix, Arizona, where we will live. My children will go to a Christian school called Oak Creek in Phoenix. My mom and dad will always visit, even though they will live in St. Louis, Missouri, and they will spoil my kids. When I'm 30, I would have gone to the NBA at age 19. I will play for the Phoenix, Arizona Suns for 6 years, and then I'll be traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. I will play basketball for a living, as it will be my dream come true. It will be my dream come true. Script writers make their dream come true, folks. People who write the script. If you find people who achieve their dream, they always have a script. It's comical because it's right there for you. I will be nervous at first, but I will get used to it after a while as the crowd will cheer me on. But I think it will be fun. I know that it will take commitment and a lot of hard work. 2 decades from now, I will have accomplished my dreams, goals. I will play for the USA Olympics basketball team. I will have won 3 championships. I will want to help poor kids and give back to the community. I want to give back what I never had. I would like to build gyms for poor families. I will be the first person from St. Louis, Missouri to play for USA Olympics basketball team. By the way, if you didn't know, he played for the Olympics basketball team. He won a golden medal, and I'm assuming that he was the first person from St. Louis, Missouri, who was on that USA Olympics team. In the year 2028, the world will be a lot different. Cars will run on corn instead of gas. Global warming will be affecting Earth. Robots will be in the world to help old people with things that they can't do. In the world, there will be a new high technology things and games. Hey, he's right. There are high technology games leading up to 2028. I want to leave the world a better place than was left to me. Jason Tatum, NBA superstar. He said he's going to the NBA when he's 19. When did Jason Tatum get to the NBA? How old? Years old at the time of his debut. He scripted going to the NBA, didn't get the teams right. Does he have 2 children yet? Let's see if he has a wife and children. How many children does Jason Tatum have? Jason Tatum has 2 children. Let's see. His girlfriend's name was Toria, and now Toria and Ella are her baby mamas, his baby mamas. What did he say? He said his girl's name would be Kristen, but he said that he'd have 2 children. They will love sports, but don't necessarily play sports. People have seen his kid at the NBA arena. So he's brought them there. Jason Tatum, kid. This is, it's one example. It's just one example. All right, I don't need to show you any more pictures. One example for you folks, Jason Tatum. Go looking for yourself. Go look and find. You will find there are many stories like this about people writing their script and making it the reality. I've listened to the self-help gurus, those people. I'll tell you a few more. I can't help myself. Raylan, hello. Welcome, dude. Glad you made it. We're dropping alpha here, bro. Serious alpha. At some point, you have to realize you're holding the pen. If you don't like the life you're writing, change the script, dream bigger, point blank, period. Let me tell you one more, and then we move on, and we finish this puppy under an hour, like legends that we are. Okay. Ooh, more ideas are coming to me. I'm going to tell you my own life. Some are coming. Script. Okay. A lot of your dominating thoughts, by the way, influence your script. What are your dominating thoughts? Are you a negative person? Are you a pessimistic person? Better to become an optimistic person. Better to become a positive person, because those are affecting your script. What dominates your mind? Fear? What dominates your mind? Dreams? I have a friend. He's obsessed with yachts. Shout out to my boy, Jack. I love you, Jack. Jack's obsessed with yachts. He would look at him in college. He'd be doing homework. He'd get distracted, start looking up yachts. I called him a couple months ago and I said, bro, I made these videos about my 3-year future, my 5-year future, and my 10-year future. And in my 10-year video, I shouted you out and said, Jack, you better have a yacht, bro. This is your dream. And I asked him, I said, are you on the course? Do you have a yacht? Are you still looking at yachts? You used to like yachts? It was just a funny thing. That's his dominating. What is your dominating thing? What dominates your mind? You know what dominates my mind? Dreams. It's all about dreams for me. It's all about, man, I want to learn. I'm going to leverage. My life's a movie. It's a game. I'm perfecting. I'm creating. dreams. I'm looking forward to. I dream about my dreams. I visualize my dreams. I take small steps that make no sense, delusional steps. 2 days ago, I looked up a guy named Raymond Jungles. Raymond Jungles, you can pay him like $1 million to come into your backyard and tear up your land. And he will put aquifers, creeks, tropical plants, waterfalls. He will make your backyard look like a scene from The Lion King when they're singing Can You Feel the Love Tonight? And they're in the amazing aquifer waterfall jungle. He does that. I found this guy because my dream house has a yard that's like that. It says, I want to be around nature. I want to be in a tropical paradise. I love being around the plants, the water, the sun. I want a place to meditate outdoors. I'm writing the script. I'm crafting it. And I'm moving in real life to find things even without having $1 million to pay Raymond Jungles. I don't got the $1 million to pay him yet. Not on top of the house. Some people say $1 million is my dream. In your script, you can dream as big as you want to dream. It's a choice. You see, you just use your eraser and write in a new amount, write in a new outcome, write in a new dream. And if you can't dream that big, change your inputs, change who you're hearing from. Yeah, if you live in a tough country, and I'm just shouting out to the people who I see in chat. I know a few of you guys live in a tough country. If you live in a tough country and you're around your peers and every day they're talking about the grind or the challenge or what's big to them. Oh man, yeah, I did this. It's so big. If that can't serve you, then you have to do something hard. You have to detach and you have to align yourself with the inputs that do serve you in your dream life so it can be put in. And that's the point of the Dreamers community, right? If you really start dreaming with us, you change your name on me, Newfie Chick, Brenda. I see you in there. But did he marry Kristen? Bubba, he didn't marry Kristen. So the script isn't fully true. But USA Olympics, gold medal, first guy from Missouri, made it to the NBA at 19, had 2 kids. Pretty good script. Okay. Let's read this comment, and I'm getting distracted. The interesting part is that it shows how vividly someone can visualize a future before it happens. Yeah, bro. And look, I want to say this too. These aren't just, I see you're paying attention. By the way, just a reminder, if you guys want to win the MVP, tag 3 friends on this post and retweet this stream. That's how you're entered to win 30,000 Dream. And I just want to say to anyone out there, like Amos, you're sharing great things. You're sharing back with me. You're sharing about how you're perceiving this stream, what it means to you. And this is good. When you write things out, it makes it stick in deeper. It's just like in the VC. That's why we do this. But I just want to tell you, like, you're here with me right now. I want to tell you, don't just let this be a feel-good concept. Maybe you can't capture it fully yet. Look for more evidence. Look for more proof. See, that's why knowledge is good. Because if you got more evidence, seeing is believing for most, right? So you say, yeah, well, you tell me. I want to see your yard where you got the $1 million whatever. I'll show you guys eventually. If you dream with us long enough, I'll show you eventually. But by then, you'll have missed the windows and the opportunities. I don't want you to watch my dreams come true. It's, if you don't like that you're hearing from me, validate deeper. Do the research. This is your life. So I just want to tell you, bro, I love that you're sharing this. And I want to tell you, it's not just a thing. Like, you literally write it. What is your script? Can you guys challenge yourself if you don't have a clear script? Maybe tonight a good idea would be to write out your script for the next 10 years, 20 years, or your whole life. I've done this 3 or 4 times already over the course of however many years. I've written out a script. Mind you, I didn't fully believe. I didn't know I was really the script writer. I didn't know I was really the creator. I was just trying to manifest based on something I read on a book. So if you're going to take any step one and you don't believe, perhaps write out a script for your life for funsies. Okay. 2 more, and then I'm pumping the brakes and we're flying through the rest of the stuff. Okay. 2 more. Another example, Andy Frisella. I listen to these podcasts. I've heard the stories a million times. Satoshi, the vision walls. I've heard the stories a million times. I'm going to get back to you, Brenda, so I don't get distracted. Andy Frisella, another example. He said his script has come to a T. He saw a house when he had no money, when he was broke. He would walk in a neighborhood that he's not supposed to be in, and he would look at this house. This house belonged to a former U.S. president. I believe it was Thomas Jefferson. It might even have been George Washington. Let's get the facts. I don't want to leave you hanging. Andy Frisella, House, former president. Ulysses S. Grant. Ironically, it's in St. Louis, Missouri, where Jason Tatum was from. So 2 people from the same city, by the way. Think about the chances. You think, that only happens to 1 in a million. 2 people from the same city, both followed scripts and are living a 0.001% life. Ulysses L. Grant, whatever his name is, S. Grant. He saw this house. He said, I want that. He's broke. He said, that house is going to be mine someday. That house is going to be mine someday. The guy owned it. Eventually, he went on in his life. He got into some money. He'd email the guy once a year. Hey, think about selling that house? I'll buy it. Name your price. The guy's like, no, I ain't selling. He did that every year. Eventually, the guy was ready to sell. Naturally, he reached out to him. They had hard negotiations. Andy Frisella lives in that house today. That was decided years ago with no money how to buy it. Doesn't matter. It was in the script. That's my house. He decided a job isn't how I make money. I make money through knowledge. I decided that's my script. The script now has to play out because if I'm applying the energy, it works. Other things. He talked about how he saw himself getting on a private jet and he visualized his hand on the handrails. He visualized himself pulling up in a Rolls Royce to the tarmac of the private jet airport, opening up the Rolls Royce, looking at the interior, getting out, feeling the railings as he walks into the private jet. He doesn't own a private jet, but he does have a Rolls Royce and he has taken it to the airport and boarded a private jet because he doesn't fly commercial. He flies private. He visualized this clearly in his mind and it was part of his script of who he was going to be. The scripts write the story. And I have one more for you. Because Satoshi, because you commented today on my video, thanks. Because I naturally rewatched the whole video myself on 2x speed to see what I shared in 2019. Or maybe it was 2022. I rewatched it and I noticed in that story, I was living, I don't know where I was. I think I was in South Carolina. Well, in that story, I shared a lot of different examples, right? I talked about, I don't know how far you got in it. I talked about Disney moms at a grocery store. I said, there's 2 moms, yada, yada, yada. I talked about Disney a few times. I talked about Florida a few times. Ironically, when I go back and listen to my old stuff, I talked about Disney and Florida all the time. I moved to Florida. I've gone to Disney World 40 times this year. It didn't even take that long. First, it started with like, I watched it on TV. I want to go there. I want to take my family there. I did. 3 years after taking my family there, obsessed more. This year, I went to Walt Disneyland. This year, I went to Walt Disney's museum. In December, I went to Europa Park. I said, man, I want to see it. And now I could go to, maybe I'll do it tonight. Maybe right after I close this stream, I'll go to Disney World and I'll watch the fireworks show that I used to watch on YouTube because I just wrote the script and then it found its way into my reality. I didn't even try to sometimes, okay, one more. Sometimes you write the script. You think the script's going to come true, but what about the hard knocks of reality? Dude, I have a script too, but I literally have a car payment that's 4 months overdue and they just repoed my car. I literally have the script of having a Ferrari, but they just repoed my car. Script schmipped, dude. This is what's going on. Times can get hard. Sometimes you'll forget about the script. Sometimes you'll try to deny your own reality based on what's practical, based on the evidence you see before you in your life, right? Yeah, I'm dreaming really big, but my income tells me this is just what's realistic right now. And look, I love the dreamer crap, but you got to be realistic. My family's got to eat. I get that because sometimes you'll try to break it. And I too have done this. But when you write your script, because you may feel like, let's just pretend God is writing the whole script and this is what you believe. And you still can believe this. I'm not trying to be blasphemous. I'm just telling you a belief that I 100% believe is truth and I've justified how it works. But let's just say you believe it's all out of your hands and the creator is writing the script. And the creator has given you glimpses of your dream life. You've prayed and he said, look at the power I have. Look at the great things I've done for you. That's happened to me earlier stages of my life. Dreams came true. Doors flew open. But sometimes doors slam shut. And you can say, man, it must just not be the creator's will. It must just not be the universe's will. I'm trying everything I can do in my power to move into this place, to get this roommate. But no matter what I'm doing in my human power, the doors just keep slamming me shut. Gosh, I don't know what to do. And then you look within, and then a new pathway opens. When I was just recently in Charlotte, in my script, I wrote a script, 3-year, 5-year, 10-year. I did videos. In the 3-year script, I moved to Florida, and I was living in Florida. 3 years and 2 months later, I moved to Florida, but I sort of forgot. I tried to move somewhere else in South Carolina, but it just couldn't happen. It just wasn't in the script. I tried to be practical. I'm telling you, I was at a different stage. I tried to be practical. I tried to say, oh, this is realistic. And then I said, I had to go back to the drawing field and go within and say, what am I supposed to do? I don't have the answers. Sure you do. All the answers are within. All the answers are within. Everything's within. Everything's within. Okay, we're getting to comments, and then we're going to the quote of the day, and then we're taking a peek at the Dreamcat chart, and then we're picking a $30,000 dream giveaway. Okay? Comment. We're going over to Brenda. Brenda says, Walt Disney manifested his own kingdom in an orange grove that he'd visualize in daily. Did you ever learn about it? Brenda, thanks for coming to the chat. Now we get to see if we read comments, we got to reply to comments. This is how we go over time. What an amazing question. Brenda, I've studied Walt Disney more than I think anyone I know. Like I said, I went to the Walt Disney Museum. I studied that. And let me tell you guys why I like Walt Disney. It's not even a big secret, right? Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse, the most impactful, iconic character ever. We're trying to build an IP empire, like a Mickey Mouse. It's even in our PDF, Mickey Mouse vs. Dreamcat, because that's who we look up to. So being here is learning. How does the best in the world do it? Why are people obsessed with Mickey Mouse? Why are they buying these 10 Mickey Mouse backpacks? You only need one. Why are they buying 10? What's going on in their mind? Well, let me tell you some other things. Yes, I did know that. Nobody believed in Walt. Let me tell you some other things about Walt. Walt Disney made Mickey Mouse great. Walt Disney had over 1 million people tune into his TV show. Walt Disney had sold Mickey Mouse watches, 50,000 of them. He made everyone who used the Walt Disney IP, every partnership he made for Mickey Mouse, since Mickey Mouse was so hot, it blew them up. The watchmaker was about to go out of business. They used Mickey Mouse. They made record money. The books, the Mickey Mouse books blew up. Everything he did turned to gold. Brenda, even then, with that peak success and Mickey Mouse being a global icon, 200 people denied him funding for Walt Disney Land. Imagine you're facing rejection in your life today and you haven't even proved yourself. And the guy who already had major success, and by the way, he created Mickey Mouse, but did you guys know before Mickey Mouse, he made another hit character called Oswald the Lucky Rabbit? It was his second IP. That became a big hit. It got stolen from him. It got taken away. Mickey Mouse was plan B. It used to be Mortimer Mouse before it was Mickey Mouse. So yes, I know. And ultimately, Walt bought this land. He was a visionary. And let me tell you what's powerful. There are not many visionaries out there. Money cannot replace the dreamer and the visionary. Disney today, I wouldn't say it sucks. It's good, but they've lost their magic. Walt Disney's dream was to make Epcot a city of tomorrow. He wanted to build communities and buildings and underground railways. And as soon as he died, they abandoned the plan and they shifted and they rotated because the dreamer was gone. Man, Walt was crazy enough to believe in all this stuff, but we got the money, we got everything, but we can't do this stuff. And Walt Disney also said, I don't make sequels. It's a terrible thing. What is Disney doing right now? Toy Story 5 and Incredibles 3 is on the way. Monsters Inc. 3 is on the way. Cars 4. All they do is make live action remakes and sequels. They lost the magic. They're too scared. We can't make something great. We're not an Imagineer, right? I resonate with Disney. That's why I like the Mickey Mouse, because I am one of those people. That's my archetype. I'm a dreamer. I'm a creator. I have infinity ideas, infinity visions. And when you have these visions and these goals that drive you, this is something that I think investors would want to bet on. Welcome to DreamCat, where dreams could become reality. Because you never want to bet against the crazy people. Who are the crazy people? Elon Musk. Look, hate him or love him, tax the rich, whatever you believe. He's made great things that made the world better, into a degree. Rockets are cool. Teslas are cool. PayPal works. eBay's cool. Okay? So just saying. Great comment. Love it. Bubba Gump, pull up, dude. Let's get some ice cream tonight. You could, Bubba, look, it's 8 o'clock right now. You live, I think, maybe an hour and a half away. If you got in the car right now, this is called free will mixing. Free will maxing. If you got in the car right now, you could meet me there by 9:45. Fireworks are at 10 o'clock. No Diddy, we could watch them at the same time, and then I'll buy ice cream at the Edie's Ice Cream at Disney World. See, that's what's so cool when you're the script, right? Like sometimes we think things are the way they are, but sometimes you could just make like, a little bit rash decisions, like irrationally rational decisions. Okay, I digress. A few more comments. One more from Bro. Write your script, make it real, set a target and a goal, hoping for the God or universe to smile on it. Bro, with love and respect, I would repeat myself again. The story that you just wrote is that God or the universe makes your dreams come true. That's the story you just wrote. Write your script, make it real, set a target and a goal, right? They're kind of a part of it. And then hoping, praying, God or the universe smiles on it. Strike me down if I'm being blasphemous. I'm not. That is just a reality. Okay. So the belief system, like this is just what's true. You don't have to believe it. It may never resonate. It may sound blasphemous. I 100% believe in source creator. I'm made of source creator. One script is that the universe or God has to smile on us because our destiny is destiny. And if we get the favor, if we're so lucky, God will drop some pixie dust on us and make our dream come true. What I'm saying here is, if you write the script, and maybe this is how I'll try to help you understand it, since that's your belief embedded in the faith. I don't want to, supersede that, but understand, do you believe you have a soul? If you Google it, it's commonly believed most people have a soul inside of them. Okay, a soul is made of light. A soul, deeper, you don't know this, you're actually made of love. You are a carbon-based being, okay? If you're a human, you're a carbon-based being. But your soul's essence is made out of energy, of light, of love. Your soul that's inside of you, unless you're an NPC, that essence is a fragment of God, the universe, source, whatever you believe in. Everyone has a soul if you're human. Okay, so understand, bro, that you have a piece of God, the universe, inside of you. Therefore, you essentially are that. Like, it's only the realization that you have perhaps the gap between seeing a miracle. You think a miracle can only come from this way because that's the script that you wrote. But perhaps through source within, you could make a miracle come to pass for yourself, knowing you do have the power. And a good thing about soul, take a little bit further, is most people know that energy cannot be destroyed, right? Energy does not die. So what we believe, there's all these cultures, like when humans die, some people say, I bury you in the earth. In Lion King, it says, we eat the grass, the antelopes eat the grass and we eat the antelopes. And no, he says, when we die, quote from Mufasa, when we die, our bodies become the grass. A lion dies out in the savannah. It just lays right there. It decomposes into the grass. It becomes grass. When we die, Simba, when we die, our bodies become the grass, and the antelope eats the grass. And so we are all connected in the circle of life. You see? So if our energy doesn't die and you die and your human body dies, where does your soul go? Is it recycled in some way? Does it float into the heavens? Does it go back into the big blob that we know is source creator energy? So It's okay if you don't accept it, but this is what I'm trying to get out there is that you have the power. You are the creator. Controversial belief, which I understand. Okay, let's move on. Feels juicy. Who's going to win that 30,000 dream, by the way? I just want to know. All right, quick take a gander at the screen. Wumbo, Bambo, Bango, right here. We got the Dreamcat chart. How are we looking? We're looking all right. We've been here for a long time. That's the monthly. It looks small. Let's shrink it so it looks bigger. Yeah, let's cheat so it looks more bullish. Ooh, when you get small, it looks more rocket shippy. Let's do that. Yeah, cheating. Ha. It looks a little bit more rocket shippy when you make it small. So hey, to infinity and beyond. I wonder what happens when people discover the dream. I don't know. I don't make the rules. Okay, I do. I'm the game maker. Anyway, dream. I can't zoom out. I'm stuck. Dream is 201,000. I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. There's nothing I can do. Onwards. Dream is 201,000 market cap today. We've been here at 700K, 500K, 30K. We started at 5K. Real project, original, buy Dream, hold it forever. Point blank period. Hold it for a long time. Get yourself some. Boom. Quotes of the day. We got 2 because 2 is better than 1. It's a combo. Number 1, Dreamcat quote of the day. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never see them in your bank balance. If you do not see great riches in your imagination, you will never, let's just pretend it's completely true. You're never going to see them in your bank balance. So you're saying I have to imagine my reality before it comes real. In order to make it real, I have to imagine my reality. Okay. All right, I guess. So what do I imagine for my reality? What's your script? What is written in your script? Is there riches in your script? Yes or no? Or do you settle for a number that feels realistic? I am going to challenge one more time out of love. I'm going to challenge one more time out of love. And I hope I could be making a mistake here by talking about other people's dreams that they've shared, but I'm only trying to help whoever's here. So if I make that mistake, you'll have to forgive me later. But I think about when we talk about dreams, there's a couple of people I've talked to who want to make a lot of money so they can plug it into a business so they can make a better living. But again, just remember what we talked about today is that whole idea. If you could pick exactly what you want to do, would you really want to take the money to start the business, to still work harder than ever, to make money that's still enough, but maybe not as crazy abundant as you want? Is that what you'd really want to do? Or do you believe that sequentially how reality works is it's either a job or a business or an investment? That's how we make money. And so you're putting yourself in 3 buckets of the matrix system. All you need, no one needs a job. A job is just how you get money. If you can get a lot of money, you don't need a job or a business. If you want that to be, you could also get a lot of money and reinvest it in your business and use it in your business. But I'm just saying, if you I'm not even so sure. I'll tell you this a little bit more. I'm not even so sure. I see everyone I come across on social media. I'm building my social media. By the way, Bubba Gump, if you're still here, I have 950 followers on Instagram. I'm proud. I'm talking about some more knowledge things. That's been my big hit. So I got to get more dream hits, but you were there when we were at 0. So I'm on social and I see people and it's kind of tiring because everyone who's making content is just doing it to make money directly. And I guess I'm not perfect because I'm making dream-based content to find the dreamers of the world and build the most amazing community of dreamers in the world. So technically, am I corrupted too? Yes and no, because sure, you can buy a little bit of dream, but that's to help you more than it is to help me, or it's equal. Everyone I see is really trying to sell something. I'm making this content. I'm teaching you something, and go buy the course, right? A shill is good, but that to me is just tiring. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have to need people. I don't want to have to need you. You know what I mean? I want to be the script I'm writing is where I'm the source. I don't need the banks. I don't need to sell my soul. I don't need to beg you I make a fair deal. If I can dream, like if I ever cross on it, hey, it could be a part of the journey, but know that the end result is maybe I make a community filled with knowledge. And instead of making it $10,000 for 20 people, it's like $5 or $3, like something underwhelming that's still smart. Or maybe it's just none. Maybe I just never need it. And I just charge a lot of money for time. But no, that's how I want to live. I don't want to have to need people. Like it's just a never ending cycle, and it's just a script. So the script I'm writing is I'm self-made, I'm self-created, I have everything I need, and I am the creator. I am the one lifting people up the mountain because I can be, just because I want to be. That's the script I wrote. So I don't need you to propel me up the mountain. I want to help you up the mountain. Now that script is not completely reality yet, but how much have I asked you for, right? Do you see the people? Sure, we have a Dreamers Library. It has a small cost, one soul, or you could get Dream and get in. But we give you the knowledge and you get to win. Like how much Dream you buy is your choice. Don't buy any. Get the knowledge. Take it all. Have it. You can have it. I have so much abundance, I don't even mind giving it away. I'm going to make a new series. I just thought of this today in the car. It's called $1 Million Ideas. And I'm going to give away ideas because I already have a purpose. I already know what I want to do with my life, that I'm just going to give away incredible ideas for free. Why? Because if I give you an idea, let's say you hate your job and you want to make money online, but you're not an Imagineer. We're all special. We're all different. You don't need to be the imagination person. You may be analytical. You may be love-based. Compassion may be your superpower. All our superpowers are different. You pick yours. Well, mine is I have infinite ideas. I just think of a lot of great ideas, but I only have one life to live here. So I know a purpose. And I said, if someone hates their job, I could literally tell them how to build a following of 1 million people. And you could say, that's so ironic because you should have done it yourself already. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll hire people to make all these accounts. And then once they get to 1 million, just change it all to Dream stuff. Listen, I'll give you my best idea right now. I haven't even made the video yet. Since you're here, I'll give it to you right here, right now. And maybe you're the one. Here it is, based on problems and solutions. In America, at least, it may not apply in your country. In America, when you turn right, or sometimes when you turn left at a stoplight, at busy intersections, this was true in Illinois, it's true in Florida, you will find these little strips of these little curvatures where the cars go around. The cars go this way, they go this way, and in between there's this little gap. In this little gap is gravel, nails, spare pieces of metal, a small muffler, 10 pennies, a can. It's like in the middle of the road. There's all these chunks. So here's a winning, call it $1 million idea, a social media idea. I'm going to lay it out all here for you for free. You become a character. You get a costume. Your costume could be completely custom, okay? It could be completely custom. You can make up a character. Super street sweeper. That's a really bad name, but I haven't hashed out that name. I will before I make the video. Who you want to be. Or if you just want to be a hero, you could be custom. What do people recognize, right? People recognize their favorite heroes. Everyone knows Spider-Man. Everyone knows Superman. So imagine you wear a Spider-Man mask, you wear a Superman cape, and you wear a Batman bodysuit, okay? And you carry Thor's scepter, Thor's hammer, but what it is a magnet. And what you're doing is, okay, you get that. Maybe the investment is $100. Okay, you're working a job. You don't have that much spare money. You get the costume. Then what else you're going to do is get a mega magnet. What you are is you're making the world a better place. You're solving a huge problem that no one's solving that's good for society. And they're going to reward you with following and social media clout. So you get a magnet, you put it in the Thor's thing. And what you do is you go intersection to intersection. There's infinite intersections. You could go down one street and find 10 intersections and make 10 videos. You go to the intersection at a red light. You go out with your bucket. You go out with your magnet. You go to where all the crap is. And you get rid of the metal crap. Maybe you bring, like a little sweep up system. Maybe you got a vacuum tied to your back and you clean up this little slot. And you do it in 2 to 3 minutes, the time of the red light. At red lights, everyone's watching. So people are, what's this guy doing? If you do this 20 times a day, every Saturday and you do this for 3 years, you'll blow up. Now, here's the thing. Another piece of the puzzle, it could be hard. You could wear a GoPro. You could get the new Meta glasses, so a little bit higher investment. You could have a friend, your sister, a sibling who has a shitty phone who comes with you and they record each circumstance. After you clean it up, another thing you could do is you could put a little timer on the screen. Okay, you put a little timer on the screen, you put it on your stopwatch, whatever, and you clean it up. As soon as the light goes red, you do it, you clean it all up, and then you say some catchphrase or something, right? Like, street sweeper strikes again. That would be for someone who wants to see their world be a movie, who's obsessed with superheroes and Goku and Spider-Man, and they want their world to be a movie. That sounds corny to you, but I see people on X who pretend to be Goku, who pretend to be Power Rangers, and they pretend to be Wolverine. I see these people. If they applied it in this way, they got the cameraman, and they posted a video with the catchphrase every time, street sweeper. Okay, here's how it goes. You get one video, it goes viral, they see all your other videos, and what are you building an association with by doing this? Well, stoplights, cars at traffic. So the people who watch your content, every single one drives a car. They're car owners. Maybe they're on a bus, but they're car owners, right? So you build up a on your weekdays, on your weekends, you build up this following, it gets to 200,000, and then, you do monetize, right? You say, okay, if you want to reach out to me as a brand, here's my email. And a brand who sells turtle wax for your car does a thing with you because they know everyone who watches this drives a car. They like cleaning. You're cleaning things up. So surely they want turtle wax, and we want to sponsor you. Matter of fact, your sponsor says, we're going to give you a turtle wax uniform, and you're going to be the turtle wax guy. And all I'm saying is this idea may suck. This may not be the one for you, but there's so many people out there who don't have great ideas and feel so stuck in a job that can't give them the reality they want. And through social media or massive action, creative thinking ideas, there's so many avenues. I think my ideas will be ones that you can do through social media. There's so many avenues to make it and to come out and do something and become known for something. Like, it's actually super easy. And if I had infinite lives, that's what I'd do. I just do a bunch. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll crash out one day. And maybe I'll just say, okay, I'm going to show you what's possible. Every month for 1 year, I'm going to make a brand new character, and I've mastered virality. And I'm going to take each of these accounts to 2 million. And each time I do, I'm going to do a reveal. And it's going to be sponsored by Dreamcat, right? And that's how we're going to make Dream the biggest community of dreamers in the world. Don't bet against a dreamer because you're one idea away. And if you have an infinity ideas, you dream until reality. And here in the Dream community, we've done almost zero massive action plans. Okay. So it's just a really long, big dream. If you want to play the game, welcome in. Okay. Did that quarter of the day giveaway. And then we end at comments. All right. Giveaway. Let's take a look. Did you put in the work? Did you shout us out? You don't have to, but it would really help. I appreciate everyone. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Thanks for everyone who dropped comments in this live chat. You have shaped today's stream. You've made it better. You've helped other people by bringing thoughtful comments. Thanks for being here. It's an honor and pleasure of mine just to have the opportunity to pour thoughts and ideas into you. So thank you for listening, dreaming with us. It is my, it is my, not dream, it's my passion, it's my honor, it's my pleasure to be able to share something that could shape your world in the best way possible. Okay, so let's take a gander and see who tagged 3 friends and retweeted this stream. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you, man. You got such a cool name that every time I talk about you, I get to think about Master Shifu and Master Oogway, and I love that. All right, let's see. Hey, we got custom content coming out. Mr. Scene right in the chat. We love it, bro. Let's retweet that right now. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. I thought that said report. I said, no, I don't want to do that to Mr. Scene. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, eligible people right here. Quote tweet will count, by the way, but sometimes quote tweets don't show up. So if you guys quote tweeted, you got to still be here and let me know. Better just retweet or quote tweet. So this is everyone who's entered. I don't know who this is, by the way. Me? I don't know who this is. Mr. Scene, Amos, Satoshi. Look at all that yellow. This must be some ninja cats out here. Raylan, Brenda, Shifu, and Bro. Okay, got it? Hey, we got a new follow. Shout out to Inbred from China. Sure, they'll follow them back. Thanks for the comments. All right, let's see. Raylan, thanks for dropping a comment, bro. What do we got here? Writing the script. Old school. I usually reply to these after stream, so it doesn't take too long. Hold on to your dreams. Hold on to your script. Believe them. Phase 1. Ooh, is not. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, this is epic. Amos has solved the first riddle. Amos, I'm going to give you some dream. We took away the 100 for the whole thing, but you have solved it in real time. You solved it. Were you the first? You had to be the first one, unless you copy and pasted. This is breaking. It's a good thing that we have everyone's attention. Wow. You just did it right here live. All right, look. Amos solved the riddle. So if you, it says want to play a game, we post this on June 7th. There's a lot of things to pay attention to in here. You know, other things in there. But the riddle says, phase 1 is not the dream. If you wait, you will wait. That was the very first message that I sent to you guys. Phase 1 is not the dream. What is phase 1? Go on our website. Look at our goals. Look at our blueprint. Look at our white paper. Yeah, look at our roadmap. Look at our roadmap. That's phase 1. The PDF has always said phase 1. Phase 1 is not the dream. Imagine that. Every single DreamCat investor, every single person who's ever been shilled DreamCat is judging us off old stuff, maybe when they heard us, certain timing, certain chart motion, and everything that they can see. If they even took a look. Most people don't read PDFs. Most people don't look at PDFs. They're not paying attention. See, power to the people who pay attention. Phase 1 is not the dream. If you wait, you will wait. What does that mean? Everyone's waiting for the flip of the switch. But you just have to understand the message. The dream is nothing without you, as I've said. If I put $1 million buy, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if the chart goes big. It's a real dream. It's not just a meme coin. It's a real dream. It's impossible without the dreamers. You, if you're here today, you're everything. You, the believers of today, you are responsible for the next believers of tomorrow. I'm going to do my thing. But if you wait for me, you will wait. If you wait to solve this riddle, you will wait. Everything is going to work itself out automatically. But if you wait, you will wait. Are you bored? Are you tired? Are you tired of waiting? Are you bored of waiting? Maybe you don't want to wait anymore. Then don't. If you're comfortable being here, if all the dreamers are comfortable being here, then this is where we'll be. It's optional. It's part of the game. If you wait, you will wait. Well done, Amos. I'm gonna get a prize to you. I'm gonna get you a stack of dream. Shout out to Trez. Shout out to everyone else who pulled it up. Now, since we're here, it's okay to help because we've cracked this. So I will say what's here. I don't want to give more clues. It's out there. If it's not figured out, then we'll wait. Okay, let's see if I can make this go away. So there's a few things here. And this message is letters equals numbers. We've already established that. By the way, if you just solve this one, there's so much you could be doing right now. Why are we waiting? There's so much, like the dream could be moving forward. You could use this for yourself. You could choose to share it with the world. You could choose to share it with your best friends. Maybe you'll get ahead of the next clues that aren't even out yet. Maybe you could solve it yourself with your own logic by really paying it. You might be able to get there. So this said, it said a scramble of words. Letters equal numbers. So it spelled out a bunch of words. But look right here. 2x with the egg. Okay, this is an egg in a frying pan. I'm just going to be transparent because we're here. What that meant was 2x scrambled, like scrambled eggs. Oh, you can't even see it. So let me be clear for the future so you understand. I want to help you in life in this game, period. Okay. So if this is a game, you have to pay attention to clues. If you took this on, this is where problem solving skills can help you. I'm just going to tell you, I put this in like ChatGPT as a test. It told me the answers in 2 seconds. I can only assume it didn't want to be solved, but maybe you guys did it by hand. So ChatGPT though would only give you this. It would tell you all these words, but they were all scrambled. A couple people got there. It takes your logic to say, okay, forget about this. What could this mean? Brick by brick, right? Piece by piece. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You could look at this and say, okay, what could this possibly mean? 2x. 2x what? 2x the chart. 2x ChatGPT. 2x egg. What could this possibly mean? What does an egg mean? A frying pan emoji. Oh, eggs, eggs, eggs. How are eggs? Hard boiled, over easy, eggs. I don't know. Eggs are in brownies. Eggs are in waffles. Eggs are in, I don't know. Eggs. Scrambled. Oh, two times. Oh, maybe there's 2 messages here. There were 2 messages here. 2 rows in a row. 2, you had to skip a line to get each complete message. Amos has done it. So now, and by the way, you guys already solved what 1095 was, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put out the rest of the clues in a cleaner way. So people, in case you don't solve it, people of the future can. So there will be more. And now maybe publicly with attention, you want to resolve clue number 2, clue number 3. Maybe you'll be the first. There's still unsolved clues. No one even put the clues together to even start solving the clues. This was not set up by me. This is divinity and infinity. I was aligned. I couldn't even make it up if I wanted to. It's big. It's awesome. It's fun. It's a game. I love games. Scripted reality. I'm holding the pen in this case. Congratulations, Amos, again. Didn't mean to beat a dead horse. Cool. Exciting. Fun. That's fun. I want to have fun. You made me have fun. Thank you. Who is holding the pen? MDJ. Who are you, friend? Thanks for following. Have we met before? I'll give you a follow. Okay. I'm looking for tags. Great job, Amos. I'm looking for tagging 3 friends. If you did that in the comments and I'm not seeing you, let me know. Hey, Crypto Cat, are you with us, bro? Awesome. Amos is crushing it. If we were going old school MVP, it'd be Amos. He's going ham. Bubba, thanks for the comment, dude. KOL Bubba, dude. Bubba has so much motion and he drops a comment on our post. What a legend. We're so blessed to know the legends. Am I missing this, guys? I saw Shifu come through. I don't know why I don't see these. I saw Shifu tag 3 people on my phone. Why are they not here? Oh, here we go. Okay, Amos did it. Amos tagged 4 people. Okay, I got Amos. Nice job, Amos. Is it Amos? I saw you, Shifu. Don't worry. I saw you. See, I didn't even see this. Trezor. I didn't even... Oh, this is old now. Okay. Wait. I want to make sure Trezor didn't get this. I just saw something. Phase 1 is you. If you wait, the dream will not wait. See, Trezor almost had it. Okay. That's what I see, guys. Anyone else? Am I missing anyone? It didn't show on X. Bro, I tagged 3 friends. I dropped a screenshot on Telegram. Yeah, so this is tough. Hopefully people get your notifications, but it might just be something new with X. Okay, bro, I see you. One of those people you tagged doesn't have an active X, but I'll still give it to you. Satoshi, Pepe Dave, what's your X account? And Satoshi, why'd I see you, bro? Or Shifu. You just tagged me right now. Okay, you tagged me. See, this is what it shows me, bro. So you guys I guess you got to be careful on your account. So I'm not even allowed to see it. So if that's what you do, X must be doing something new where they're not even going to show me. I saw it come to the top of my screen, but if I'm checking my mentions, I won't even be able to do it. So therefore, I would encourage you guys to do that. But in the future, since this is a visible thing, in the future, I'll make it something that can show up. So, we'll challenge you guys to do stuff, but I'll make sure it's verifiable. Because look, it's just off the map. Couldn't even see it. So Shifu, bro, and Amos. Good for you guys. Thanks for tagging people. Let's roll the dice. Shifu, Bro, Amos in that order. Shifu, Bro, Amos in that order. Number 2, Shifu, Bro. Congratulations, Bro. Bro AJ. I tag Coiny. Thank you, Satoshi. We appreciate you. And we still got the giveaway. Okay, boom. We're done. I feel like this went way too long. I said an hour. I'm a liar now. Tough. Thanks everyone for being here. Shout out to everyone who pulled up. I think this was a fantastic stream. I'm so bullish that we got clue number 1. Now, I don't have to wait. Now I can make the video for clue number 2. It'll be in the next day or 2. And then we can rehash clue number 2. And if you take them brick by brick, one at a time, perhaps you'll have the clues and you'll have fun playing the game. Or perhaps you'll get alpha that no one else has who's choosing not to pay attention. Perhaps you'll get the alpha and you'll use that as leverage to onboard dreamers of the world. Or maybe we won't. But at least if we get all the clues, we put them in the chat. And those who see, those who understand, those who realize, wait, I don't even need to wait for Dream to do anything because I have the power. The power and knowledge. And you have the knowledge. We're playing a game and you're playing too. I got giveaways for a bunch of people. They're going to be in the chat. Amos gets a prize. Bro gets a prize. And someone else. Amos gets a prize. Bro gets a prize. Don't worry about it, bro. You won, dude. You tagged 3 friends. You won. It just didn't show up because some of your guys' counts are shadow banned. I owe someone else something. Congratulations. I'll remember. So, Bro and Amos, congrats. Thanks for dreaming, everybody. I think I might just do it. I might just eat dinner and just go watch the fireworks at Disney World and come home. And I'll even bring my book and I'll go on one ride. Maybe it's a small world after all, because I'm living my dream in real time. Love you guys. Life's amazing. Life is grand. You can do anything. All things are possible. Nothing is out of reach. If you can dream it, you can do it. It's real. It's true. You guys are the best, and see ya. That'll do it, guys. I just want to take a moment to send my gratitude. Thank you to all the dreamers who show up here, who support, who dream with us. I want to remind you that the mission here is not just meme coinery and, hey, come show up and waste your time. We're on a mission here. You may not understand it yet. You may not fathom or dream this big yet, but we are here to build the largest community of dreamers in the world. Laugh if you need to. Get it out of your system. All dreamers start somewhere, and it starts with a vision. What I love about the world, what I love about actually meme coins especially, is that belief is the main character. Belief is the main source of everything. It all comes down to belief. And that is what we are building the dream on. Matter of fact, if you know about the book Think and Grow Rich, it's in here. We talk about desire and consistency and compounding and all these things. We're building this mission on laws and principles that have been universal and conclusive for decades. We're building Dream in a way that has never been done before. We are a first mover, planting our flag in the space with full respect to the builders and the degens and everyone else who's built out this space. We're coming here as a newbie, as a first mover, and we're doing the opposite of everything you've ever seen. Our market cap may vary. Our holders may vary. Our volume may not be that sexy, but if you're hearing this message, you have a chance. You have a chance to watch the quantum leaps of improvement, step by step, moment by moment. It's revealed to you how the dream can change the world, how we can go from 2 believers to 10 to 1,000 to 2 to, and as it goes on and on, the dream becomes more and more undeniable. You know, there's actually 3 specific things that we're going to do that set us apart. And that's this. Number 1, we're building on unshakable belief. Belief is everything. Some use it. Murad uses a little bit, but we're using it at a level never before seen. We are giving you reasons to believe. We are showing in our consistency, stacking. Okay, number 1. Number 2, massive action plans. Some people have done them. Print out flyers, dress up in a chicken suit, go crazy. I've done these before. They make dreams come true. I've done them going 60%, 70% in. What could it look like if we go all in? What could it look like if 1,000 dreamers participate in massive action plans? I see a future that is undeniable, that is unstoppable. Why? Because the ticker is golden. It's dream. It's universal. It beats time. It goes for any sex, any religion, Everyone has a dream, but guess what? 97% of those people aren't going to see it come to pass. They don't have what it takes. They're not willing to go the distance, which is why so many have come to the dream and left. Because for most, seeing is believing. But if you're listening to this message now, there's a very good chance that you happen to be a visionary, or luck has found you and you are in the right place at the right time. It would be criminal of me not to encourage you to take a look at Dream, use your best judgment, and consider buying a bag. When you paint a vision so vast as building the largest community of the dreamers in the world, doing the opposite, being a first mover, building Dream as a mascot. Did you know that that's who Dream is? Dream is a mascot. He doesn't maybe have a meme. He's not one of these OG cat memes that everyone truly loves. He isn't known yet, but he's becoming known here, the most successful cat in the world. This is a community where dreams become reality. This is a community, when it's all said and done, where you can come chase this dream together with us while simultaneously chasing your own. And to be very blunt and clear, that is exactly what I am doing in real time. And I believe that if I'm able to make my dream come true within the Dream Cat community, well, Dream is a part of that dream. And so it's like a vision on top of a vision on top of a vision. But with success, which of course I believe in myself, I do, Dream will become maybe even more than what we envisioned it to be. It's simple concepts, brick by brick, compounding consistency, 1 to 2 to 8 to 16, 32. I skipped a bunch of numbers, 120 something, stack, stack, stack. We appreciate you being here. We simply want to remind you of our intentions. We simply want to remind you to tap into your dream. We want to remind you to wake up, stop chasing. Perhaps the time of chasing runners is over. Perhaps a season of builders is coming. And when it comes, I don't want you to be late to the party. No one is building like Dream. Dream does not have a ceiling. If you want to investigate this yourself, I encourage you to go over to the website, dreamcat.xyz, and take a look with your own eyes. Most will not. When they hear about the dream, they look at the volume, they look at the chart, they dismiss it, and they keep going. 1,000 believers, it's just math. In this 54-page PDF, we tell you reason after reason, specifically why Dream can change the game, why it's a mascot of tomorrow. We explain why I'm in Orlando, right? Why I'm here. It's for the dream. Check it out. Take a look. Do your own research. Buy, don't buy. We're indifferent. It's good either way. What we really want is for you to chase your dream and make it come true. And if you can do that and you don't buy a single token, we will win. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We hope to see you next week, every single Thursday, 7 p.m. EST. Next week, invite in a friend. Retweet it out. Share it. Are you really a dreamer? Why is your PFP a dog when it could be Dream Cat? Shout out to the dog. Shout out to my friends. Fine. Thank you guys. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.